Hi, I'm Richard from Brookstone Creative, and I'm here to provide you with some marketing insights for the engineering sector, some very useful marketing insights that I've used myself over the years. I'm going to break it down into simple steps that you can action today that will help you understand your marketing and increase conversions. Let's be honest from the outset, engineering marketing can be a bit of a headache for many in the engineering industry. The kind of headache that doesn't go away with a tablet. But engineering marketing doesn't have to be that way, I've found. It can simply be a case of just changing the way you think about it and the way you act compared to other marketing sectors. But what do I know? Who am I? Why listen to me? Well, that's a fair question, and the answer to that is that I've spent many years working within the engineering sector as a technical sales and marketing manager. It was a very hands-on role and one that I enjoyed. Engineering is in my blood. But so too was marketing, and I soon realised I had the ability to build attraction and sales to engineering companies through marketing. So setting up a marketing agency was a no-brainer. This means that I've worked both within the engineering sector and for it. I've seen both sides and built up a lot of experience. The insights I'm about to share with you are broken down into 6 steps, and they are real-life examples. They're not necessarily textbook. They're proven steps that I have taken over time to help build and grow engineering businesses that are either struggling to get off the ground or on a growth plan. So they do work. But rather than preach to you for hours with lots of technical jargon, I want to get you started with 6 steps that you can take away today and begin implementing now into your business. What I will say, if you follow these 6 steps with conviction, they will change your business and your marketing. Engineers who tell me they hate marketing may even get us to a strange place where they begin to enjoy it. Yep, you heard me. Marketing, it can seem almost, dare I say it, fun. So, where do you start with an engineering marketing? Well, step 1 is to know who you're marketing to. Now, that sounds like a really obvious statement, doesn't it? But beware, the people you're hoping to win orders from are not always the ones you need to market to. And if you understand this, you're already one great leap ahead of your competitors. I learned this to my cost actually many years ago when I was trying to get a piece of tooling included for an upcoming aerospace manufacturing project for machining a part for the wing sections for the Typhoon fighter jet. I was doing my best to promote the tooling into the production managers, the actual guys on the ground building up this process. But I overlooked the buying department in this company. And guess who had been given the task of sourcing that tooling for that particular part of the job? Yep, the buying department. Okay, so marketing to the production managers in this company was the right thing to do, but with hindsight, I should have realised a company of this size would have a buying department as well, and I should have marketed to both. So do you see where I'm coming from on this? Those in a position to purchase are often too busy to do the groundwork. They're the people that ignore emails and won't pick up the phone or entertain a sales call. They'll set others the task of researching new suppliers before they get involved. These people become the gatekeepers to the decision maker, so they need to be marketed to as well. So how many audiences could you be marketing to if you really put your mind to it? And remember that the tone of voice and the strategy you use for one audience could be very different to that of another. Don't be tempted to lump them all into one marketing group. Take time to tailor the approaches to the individuals and their technical understanding. So that brings us on to stage 2, step 2. And the question is your website match fit? The mistake that many people tend to make is to go full steam ahead on their marketing without taking the time to ensure that their most powerful marketing tool is doing its job right. That's right, the website. Over 90% of marketing tools and strategies will directly or indirectly end up sending or encouraging people to look at your website before getting in touch with you or purchasing. So before spending time and money launching your next marketing campaign, Make sure the website is absolutely first class so that it will convert visitors into paying customers. There's nothing better than walking into the office in the morning to fresh sales inquiries. But these inquiries and sales depend on your website being match fit and able to support your marketing. Incidentally, we have a useful guide to this on our website in the resources section. So after this video, take a look at it. There's a lot to learn from there. Okay, so we're on to the next step, step 3, and I've titled that Make a Plan. And okay, I hear the collective sighs of engineers up and down the country when I mention the word plan. We're engineers, we don't like plans, we want to get hands-on. I totally understand that, as I've been there too. I'm still an engineer at heart myself. So, but you know, before going away and just having a go at this stuff yourself, remember I'm trying to get some real results for your marketing. So just bear with me a bit longer before diving in head first. You need to know what the objective of your marketing is so you can make an effective and efficient plan of attack. What is it that you want to achieve from your marketing? Okay, many companies would simply answer me by saying, we want more orders, Richard, or we want to make the phone ring. But you know, I get that, but you're in engineering. There will be some kind of sales process involved, which I'll explain in the next section. A few examples of these objectives could include, you know, brand building and building product awareness. It could be increasing the sales from existing customers. It could be introducing a new product, increasing sales for your existing customers or new customers even, getting visitors to download your brochure or catalogue, gaining followers to social platforms if you have any, gaining additional sign-ups to emailers. These all have different approaches in marketing. The list could go on forever, but you begin to see just how different one marketing strategy is from the next. It isn't all about gaining immediate sales. Identifying the right objective and the strategy at this stage will allow you to save a lot of wasted time and spend later on. Okay, so now we've got that covered, we've gone to the next step, step 4, understanding your marketing options. Marketing isn't all about social media and digital strategies, you'll be pleased to know. In its purest sense, it's simply the activity of promoting the buying or selling of a service or product. It's about you identifying what works the best for your company and what contributes the most to your sales. So don't just go and copy others. That's one of the main things I'd like to get across. We work closely with the engineering and manufacturing sectors, so we get to see firsthand what's working and what's not. But no two businesses are the same. What works for one sometimes doesn't work for another. The trick though is to test and adapt these marketing tools to see if they're working for you. We're finding the following tools that I'm about to tell you about and processes are what's working the best right now for our clients. So you may want to give them a try too and give them a test. Number 1 is always going to be conversion optimization on your website. The website should always be number 1 on your list of priorities. It can always be improved to further increase inquiries and sales. But other marketing tools that are working well right now include LinkedIn posts to get your brand awareness out there, and paid ads to get the right adverts in front of the right people. Emailers are still really effective if you give good information that your customers like. Google Ads are great for when somebody's looking for exactly the right product or service that you provide, get at the top of Google. SEO to get you higher on the search engines. Also, showing case studies on your website and marketing them out is a great way. As too is writing blogs. To answer questions on your blogs, the kind of typical customers ask you, that's the real benefit of blogging. And then of course there is exhibitions. Now, it's worth noting at this stage, Brookstone have a love-hate relationship with exhibitions. I've managed and stood at a lot of stands for hours, and I've made a lot of money for the companies I represented. But the majority of companies who invest in a stand at an exhibition come away disappointed. If you're to invest in an exhibition, you need to be sure to do your pre-marketing for the exhibition and plan out the stand and the strategy you intend to use on the day, but most importantly, have a good follow-up in place. It's the follow-up where most of the sales are made from an exhibition. The exhibition itself is where you kind of make an impression, but the follow-up is normally where you make those sales. But a lot of people don't follow up. Go onto our website and take a look. Go into the resources section. There's a guide to engineering exhibitions in there. There's some good insights there for you. Okay, so now we've covered that side and move on to the next step, step 5, and it's all about speed and timing. And the biggest message is don't go straight in for the kill. Give your marketing time. Many engineering companies measure the success of their marketing by how many sales it makes each day, and they make the mistake of measuring this from day one. But engineering sales typically take more time. This means more strategy and more patience is required. Many engineering companies fall into the trap of expecting quick sales and don't give them marketing time to actually work or mature before calling off and trying something else where it probably would have worked. But you see, an engineering sale is typically a funnel process where you feed the right people in at the top by making them aware of your products or services, then nurturing them through the funnel over a defined timeline, and so they become a customer at the other end. And the main thing to understand here is the nurturing process. It's your job through effective marketing to gain the interest and trust of the right type of people for your business and to convert them through the funnel into customers. This part of marketing is way too big to cover in this one video, so we'll cover it in a separate one. But to give you a taste, here's one example of a typical engineering funnel with the marketing tools applied. So gain the initial interest of a potential customer by showing off your products or services through the appropriate channels. As an example, show off a 10-second clip of that new cutting tool ploughing through hardened steel, and then place that video on YouTube and Vimeo, LinkedIn posts, LinkedIn ads to gain that awareness with people. The thing is then is to point people to those videos, and then next direct those viewers onto your website for more information and amazing facts and videos. From there, get them to sign up for an emailer list where they'll be the first to know about similar tools and processes. To all of these marketing activities, add what we call a call to action, where you invite the viewer to do something, to sign up for a webinar or go to a secret area of the website, or simply to get in touch. Invite the viewers to tell you a little bit more about them and the challenges that they face in order to guide them through your website to the right places. Get them talking with you and engaging to get to that meeting or that sales inquiry. So it's a process. Check out the blog on our video in the resource section. It tells you a lot more about this. But the sale will take time. But by feeding the right kind of person into your sales funnel and moving them along, it can only result in one thing, and that is a steady flow of new customers and an increase in sales of your existing customers. The real key here, though, is the nurturing, to nurture the right type of customers, the type of customers that will gain as much from you as you will from them. It's the win-win scenario. It's about getting the right customers working with you and attracting the right people. Okay, so that brings us nicely on to step 6, which is the final step. And it's to be inventive and stick with it. Don't be influenced or distracted by marketing strategies from outside of your industry. Yes, be aware of what others are doing with their marketing, but don't let their claims of quick wins distract or demoralize you. These claims are often over-exaggerated anyway, and often targeted to an industry with much lower price tags than yours. So stick with it, don't copy them. Another big thing is to analyse your marketing regularly. It's very rare that a marketing strategy works first time without any optimization. So take a look at your analytics and see what visitors are doing, how far they're getting into your sales funnel, which pages of your website they are converting and which pages aren't. Which adverts get the most clicks and sales, and which emailers get the most opens and clicks. You can test different coloured buttons, images and call to actions, Small tweaks make big impacts. So study the data to see what's working and what's not. This is one of the parts that your competitor will miss. They'll skip it, and as a result they'll often get mediocre results from their marketing. Look at this data and use it to your advantage. Once you're receiving this data, things really get interesting. You have facts and figures to work with. You'll have data that can be used to help you increase your conversions. Have fun with it. It really will work. Stick with it. I do hope you've taken something from this video. I could go on for many more hours about everything else that I've learned over the years. Stuff that has taken businesses from small startups to multi-million-pound companies. If you would like our help, then please just ask. We're here for you. I've been where you are right now. I understand you. I know how unique your industry is, and I know what great things you can achieve with your marketing. But as far as this video goes, that's it for now. There's plenty more videos and resources on our website, so you should be sure to check them out. Good luck, and I wish you well with your marketing. My name's Richard. My company is Brookstone Creative.